Hello, this is Gary Wishon, the disgruntled heathen. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I just got home. And I'm going to do this video if it fucking kills me. I've been trying to do this for a while. This video is for the people of Saudi Arabia. More importantly, the extremists, Muslims of Saudi Arabia. I have to draw that distinction between average Muslim or extreme Muslim because the extremists are probably very, very happy that an atheist is about to be murdered, if not already has been. Links down below. I didn't know how to do this video for a while, what angle I wanted to take, because this happens so often in the Islamic world, and atheists get slaughtered because somehow not believing in Allah is going to cause the government to fall. Not believing in God can make a government fall, or threaten the national security, or pick your fucking choice. I'll give you an example of how wrong that is. Donald Trump is the product of a horny slut and an orangutan. Jesus Christ, if he ever existed, was probably gay. And like Donkey Dick, the donkey rode him into Jerusalem. Now, anyone who wants to check back to see if I was picked up by the government for somehow being a danger, you can do it in 6 hours, 6 days, 6 years. I'll still be here because in America, in the West, we're not that fragile. If your government is in peril because someone doesn't believe, you're a weak-ass bitch. Moving on. How do I can't appeal to an extremist's sense of morality because the extremist doesn't have any morality. And no, I'm not just talking about Muslim. Mike Pence is a homophobic asshole who, if he had his way, would probably torture gays straight. But moving on. I think I found a way, something to appeal to the Muslim extremists. Self-preservation. If you're an extremist and you're laughing about someone being slaughtered for not believing, trust me, there are people who do not like you. People in your life who are probably too scared to say something. And I'm not just talking about some secret atheist. I'm talking about people who are Muslims and probably still don't like your ass. What's to stop somebody, whether they be Muslim or an atheist hiding amongst you, from doing something to implicate you being an atheist? How do you disprove it? I mean, the religious police in your country monitor social media to find atheists. Okay. What if they switch out the SIM card, somebody who doesn't like you switches out the SIM card in your phone, clones your phone, makes posts in your name? The only thing they have to do is follow your Twitter account, see exactly how you write your posts, copy that, say bad things about Allah and Mighty Muhammad. How do you disprove? I mean, the religious police will probably beat a confession out of you regardless if you're innocent or guilty. Once you make a thought or a desire, well, let's say a thought, a crime, how do you prove you don't have that thought? Let's take it a step further. If, let's say, you're high up in the government and you're above suspicion. You think you're above suspicion. Well, guess what? If they can't finger you, what if they leave evidence about one of your family members? How do you prove you didn't have something to do with it? Just the stink of it would get you in trouble. And in Islam, honor killings is the thing. Do you really want to be in a position where you have to kill a loved one because somebody framed them for being an atheist? Let's take it another step. Saudi Arabia has enemies. Some of them are actually real, and not just in your fevered imagination. Take Iran, for example. If Iran wanted to undermine the Saudi government, only thing they'd have to do is talk to its main supporter, its main friend in the world, Russia. You know Russia, the ones that helped get Trump elected. The hackers that a typical American would like to beat the shit out of because we now have Trump as a president. What if they just made a small build-up? You know, they take the information off of social media, make phony accounts, and all of a sudden there's more and more atheists coming out in social media. More and more atheists. And then one of them says, let's overthrow the government. Only thing Iran agents have to do is plant explosives on in the person's house. And all of a sudden, the entire country is being ripped apart because of paranoia over atheism. Atheism is just a lack of belief. That's it. I'm an atheist. I hate Donald Trump. I would not kill Donald Trump because that would make Donald Trump look relevant. Donald Trump is a joke that's going to be replaced. It's an embarrassing amount of history this country will hopefully someday outlive. But no, because of fanaticism, Saudi Arabia is now killing atheists. Let's take it another step. Let's say Iran or another country doesn't try to set up your own citizens for this bullshit. Multinational conglomerate. Some corporate warfare. An oil company, ExxonMobil, wants to increase the price of oil. Do the same thing. Set up phony accounts and watch your government come to the brink of self-destruction. No matter how you slice it, once you start killing people for thinking, it's just a matter of days or months or years until that government falls apart. America back in the 50s had the Red Scare, and that brought us close to the brink of self-destruction. Ancient times in Rome. Only thing you have to say is you heard somebody else say something bad about Tiberius, the emperor, and that person would be thrown in jail and tortured, because why not? Witch scares. The Inquisition. Thinking. Once you start penalizing people for thinking, you're basically self-destructing. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What do we do with the atheists? The country is full of fanatics who don't like atheists. I have one suggestion. Banish them. If someone is somehow, for some reason, guilty of being an atheist and that somehow endangers your country, banish them. Hell, Saudi Arabia owns a lot of U.S. debt. Make a deal. I would dearly love to have more atheists in this country. And if you want to throw yours away, send them to us. I'd personally love to live next door to one. That way, you don't look like inhuman monsters for killing people for thinking. You don't cause internal strife, because once you start killing people for thinking, and you're killing the innocent and the guilty at the same time, how does that turn back on you and bite you in the ass? How does that not tear your country apart? Banishing them is the only sensible thing to do. You don't want them around, and you don't want to tear your society apart. Banish them. Why the fuck not? I mean, if you have to if you have to think of it as a punishment, being an American and having Donald Trump as a president, that's some punishment. Oh, we're face palming ourselves half to death here. Each and every day there's something new. Something to consider. If you have morality, and like a lot of religious people try to say, you can't but not believe in God and have morality. Prove it. Stop killing people for thinking. Till next time, goodbye.